Hello my esteemed viewers, you are welcome back once again to my channel. Kindly subscribe if you have not done so. So in today's tutorial, we are going to be learning how to make this beautiful Ankara top with Princess Dart Bustier. So to start, I have gone ahead to rule all my vertical lines. So I have my chest and my shoulder line here. I have my chest line, my bust point, my under bust point, my waist, and my length. So the shoulder measurement I'm working with is 7.5, and I've also gone ahead to move it down to my chest line to get my armhole line. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to come down from my shoulder line and come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. So after doing that, I'll get my neck width and my neck depth, and I'll be working with standard measurements of 3.3. So I'll go ahead and mark it. After that, I'm going to connect it like this. I'll also go ahead and get my shoulder slope. I'll measure what I have here into, I'll divide it into 2. I'll get the midpoint. I'll come in by 1/2 inch. I'll connect from my shoulder like this. The next thing I'm going to use to divide my bust measurement by 4. So the bust circumference divided by 4, what I have here, and I'm going to connect this line back to this place, and that will be my front armhole. So the next thing I'll be doing is to get my bust span. So the bust span I'm working with is 7.5 inches. So I'm going to divide it into 2, and I'll rule it down into a straight line. After that, I'm going to come to my waist here, and I'll put in 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, and I'm going to connect it down to my length for my dart. So I also go ahead to take it up to my bust point. After that, I'm going to also come in here by 1/2 inch this side and 1/2 inch this side for my under bust tightening. So after that, I'll also connect like this. I'm going to rule it back to the dart we are taking earlier. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to connect this particular point, that is the center of my armhole, to my bust point like this. It's my curved ruler. After that, I also come down by 1 inch here for my armhole tightening, and I'll also go ahead to connect back to my bust point. Now after doing that, I'm going to come in by 1.5 inch here, because that's the difference between my back waist and my front waist, and I'm going to connect to my bust point. So after doing that, I'm going to go ahead to take my vertical measurements. So my bust measurement divided by 4, my under bust measurement divided by 4, So I'm going to put my waist measurement divided by 4 also, and my hip measurement divided by 4. So after that, I'm going to replace all my darts. So I have 0.5 here, and I'm going to replace it. I also have 1.5 here, and I also replace it. Then I have 1.75 here. Okay, yes, that is 1.25. Yes, that's what I have there, and I'm going to replace it. And here I have 1 inch. I'll also go ahead and replace it. After that, I'm going to connect all the lines like this. So I'll first connect my main line. Okay, I'll first connect the main line, the main measurement, then connect my main measurement here also. Okay, so I'm just trying to cross check to make sure I'm on the right path. Okay, I'll go ahead and connect also, connect this way and connect back to my hip. So after doing that, I'll also go ahead and connect my dart replacements. And I also curve it back to the hip. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to come up by 2.5 inch here, and I'll go ahead and mark. So after marking, I'll measure what I have here. I'll divide it into to get the midpoint and connect. This is for the curve on my hem. So in order to have the conical effect you can see there, I'm going to measure 2 inches here. I'll measure 2 inches here, and I'll also come up by 1 inch. Okay, so I'm going to connect this line to that 1 inch up there. So after that, I'm going to connect this 2 inch to my waistline. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to shed all the parts that are going to be cut out. So I'm going to shed all these parts that should be cut out. Okay, so after doing that, the next thing I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to slit this dart here. I'm going to open this dart here so that I can be able to close my side dart. So after doing that, the next thing I'm going to do, I'll go in and close my dart line. And after doing that, I'll go ahead and retrace this line. And after that, I'm going to pin it down like this. and I'll go ahead and cut. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it open. Before I cut out the remaining dart, I'm going to flip it open. So I can work on the style you see on it. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get the midpoint of my paper. So I'll do that with a different marker so that you don't get confused. So after doing that, I'm going to connect all these lines back. So let me go ahead and hold down my side darts because I can see it's pulling up there. So I'll go ahead and hold it down. Okay. So I'm going to retrace all the lines. Yes. So to work on the style that we are seeing there, I'm going to go ahead to come down from my neckline by 2 inches. And after that, I'm going to connect that line to my waistline. Okay? So go ahead and connect that line to your waistline. So I'm trying to show us what I am explaining here. So this is what I'm trying to show us, this line here. That is what I'm trying to show us. Okay? So go ahead and connect the line to your waistline. Remember, this is our chest line, our bust point, our under bust, and our waistline. Okay? So we're going to connect it to this our waistline here. Alright? So after doing that, we are going to also come in by 1.5 inches here and connect all the way to that point. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'll go up by 2.5 inches here, and I'll also come in from my armhole by 2.5 inches. Okay, I'll also come in by 2.5 inches. All right, and after that, I will come down from my chest line with 1 inch. Okay, after doing that, the next thing I'll be doing, I'll come down from here with 1 inch again, and I'll go